Gotta love H-Town. This city shows a hoop of love.
What's up, MP?
We know MP came.
Jarrell, what's up, my man? How's it doing?
There he is. MP, how you feeling tonight? You ready to drop 40 on these fools?
You already know. Whatever it takes, man.
Good, because I need this one bad.
Oh, yeah? Why's that?
I don't like him.
What?
I'm from there. You didn't know that?
Oh, man, I didn't know that. Sorry about that.
It's all good. But if we lose tonight, I'm going to hear from my sister, my brother-in-law, my nephew, my auntie, even my mom.
You already know I know. We can't have that.
We can't.
All right, well, let me go out here and take care of that. I'll see you after the game, my man.
That's it.
See you.
Mama, there goes that name.
Season hoops. This one counts as part of the. Let's see some of the numbers here for Stephen Curry.
And over the last 5 games, his field goal percentage has increased. And you can make a case his confidence as well because of this.
Let's take a look at our starters for the Golden State Warriors. Curry and Pods make up the backcourt. Green out there with Jimmy Butler. And it's MP in at the 3, the small forward. And for Houston, Green is the 2 with Brooks at the 3. Thompson out there with Alperen Şengün. And it's Shepherd in at the 1. And these rivalry games always captivating. Some players will try to downplay it, but not MP. He said all along, I'm coming for him.
As if rivalry games aren't hard enough, MP put a huge target on his back by saying they're going to up their game against their rivals. And you couldn't draw it up any better. Everybody's bought into the philosophy, and MP is leading these guys to victory after victory in these rivalry games. And he looks to keep it rolling here tonight.
Launching off the ground and throwing it down with ease. Boy, can Green get up.
Elevates and detonates the one-hand stuff.
Picture perfect.
I'm glad he didn't go overboard and try to do too much there.
And close to a quarter of the way into the season now, Grant. How aware are the players of where they are in the season?
You know, B.A., you generally are aware of where you are in the year, but you rarely see guys counting games played or anything like that.
Green against Butler. Green, the pass to Şengün. Over Green. Şengün, no good. The Warriors have gone 3 of 3 so far from the floor. Green against Butler. And it's Butler with the jam.
Once Butler has some speed behind him, watch out. You know he's looking to throw that thing down.
Pass to Shepherd. Back to Green. Brooks with it. And that comes off the assist by Green. About 2 minutes gone by in the first quarter. The 3 from Curry. Drops in the 3.
5 straight buckets to start the game. Off to a hot start.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
A bit ago, Brian Keefe and I were able to chat. I asked him outright how he planned to deal with Steph Curry. How does anyone deal with him, Coach joked. He went on to say, we'll try to contest every shot and chase him off the arc, but emphasis on try. Not easy to solve a problem with no good solution, I guess, B.A.
Thanks for that, Allie. Thompson passes to Green. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes played so far.
Excellent job by Green finishing through that contact.
Clark, what catches your eye about Jalen Green? at a fundamental level?
Well, it starts with his pure explosiveness. That just jumps out at anybody because he's jumping over everybody, okay? The way he can get up and down the floor and hang and lift, that's what stands out, his athleticism. And he's actually rounding off some of the rough edges in his game that makes him kind of scary as we go forward.
Pass to Shepard, and here's Şengün. Thompson, a screen on Curry, and here's Green from the arc. Podziemski grabs the board.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Now here's Green, defended by Şengün. Butler taking his time here. The shot's good.
Boy, I like their energy coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
Back to Green. Down low. Here's Brooks. Pass to Şengün. From down in the low post, it goes.
The balance, the focus. Şengün shrugging off the contact in style.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout here. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. Houston making some changes. Eason's checked in.
It's all you, MP.
And here are the Rockets now. They trail by 9. Outside Whitmore. Pass to Shepard. On the wing, Thompson. Here's Whitmore outside. Warriors with the rebound. They're a team with momentum in the midst of an 8-game winning streak.
Just playing really solid basketball right now. They're trusting each other more out there and attacking as a group. They're a fist, not individual fingers, which has made them tough to beat.
On the floor for the Warriors. Stephen Curry is out there with Bones Highland. Then there's Draymond Green. Then it's MP. And it's Santos in at the 4-man spot. Now here's Highland, guarded closely. Back to MP. Fires for 3. MP buries the triple.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
Outside Eason, and here's Thompson for 3. Santos pulls it in.
Man, that's his shot. Maybe he was too wide open.
MP outside, and here's Curry for 3. Cash. It's MP picking up the assist. Curry's got 8.
Well, I think they're getting caught in that in-between zone, no man's land, giving up 3 straight from beyond the arc right now.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Clippers had a nice performance. He ended up with 44 points, and he made the defense look helpless as he piled on the points. He was really special in that game, and they're hoping he can repeat that kind of performance tonight. Guys, back to you.
Okay, Allie, thanks. Well, that was an incredible night for him. They rode him to that win.
And he was more than happy to carry them, B.A. He might still be feeding off that performance heading into this one.
Yeah, you know, all indications are that he feels good coming into this one. Feels confident that he can build on that prior success.
Oh, doing damage above the rim. That was our AT&T 5G Slam Cam.
That's his second triple this quarter after hitting one earlier. This is how you space the floor.
Outside Eason. Here he goes. It's Eason with the jam.
Now that's how you use the screen right there.
And it leads to a thunderous finish. That was nice.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
Rockets trail by 15. Thompson goes in. And it's MP with a rebound. And here's MP. He'll bring it up for the Warriors. Last time they met was in the Bay Area.
Their approach was to draw fouls in that game. It put their opponent in a very difficult position.
And as a result, there was a blowout win. I mean, credit them for initiating contact and forcing the officials to make the calls.
Oh, 5 threes this half. The D can't contain this guy.
Oh, and the jam by Thompson.
He's shaking the hoop. He's actually shaking the whole building.
Oh, what a slam. Look here, the fans going crazy right now.
Platinum level highlight reel material. That is Showtime stuff there.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors, up 19 points as the quarter comes to a close. Their efficiency has been off the charts. They're running their sets well with patience and purpose. More 2K action in just a moment.
Thanks for tuning in. Did you miss us? Before we discuss the game at hand, let's first check out.
Fairly easy stretch for them. Could even have some blowouts, allowing them to rest their stars a little bit.
That would be their best case scenario, but then again, best laid plans. Now let's talk about that first half. What an impressive performance for the Warriors.
The defense should get a top. They've been getting splashed on all game.
Thanks for tuning in. Now we head back to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. Hey, you look at MP in this game, he's been everywhere.
Yeah, they've done an amazing job of creating room to operate for him. And then, of course, executing.
And you know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
Green is the 2 with Brooks at the 3. Thompson out there with Alperon Şengün. And it's Shepherd in at the 1. That's the 5 for Houston right now. Clark, one topic that gets its share of attention, illegal screens.
And with good reason, because guys are bigger, stronger, a lot of pick and roll action. So you've got to be more diligent in cracking down on those screens that are illegal. The game is extremely fluid. Guys are in constant motion. But I think it's a hard call to make consistently, but the officials have to keep working at it.
Buries it from 3.
Gotta love seeing Green deliver the revenge 3-ball payback right at you. Great response.
Curry finds Green. Now here's Podziemski. And here's MP from outside. And the Warriors with another 3.
A dozen consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
And guys, now that they're rolling from out there, the defense has to really get up into them. You've got to almost be in their jerseys to try to deny those looks.
And the foul called on Draymond Green. That's his first foul. Three-pointer, Brooks. Yes, and a nice assist from Thompson. Thompson's got 6 assists here tonight.
Excellent execution coming out of the break. They've taken 3 shots and made 3 shots.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Brian, the Warriors play a unique style predicated on passing and cutting off the ball. Stephen Curry said the main goal is to just force the defense to make as many decisions as you can. So with all that ball movement and body movement, they're going to mess up at some point. Brian?
Well, it helps having a weapon like Stephen Curry. Thanks, Allie. The 3 from Thompson. Rebounded by Green.
Even with that miss, they're shooting 75% coming out of the break. That's a strong start to the half.
Back to MP. The 3. Thompson pulls it in. Thompson's got 5 rebounds in the game. Here's Brooks. No good on the shot. Green with the defensive effort. The Warriors lead by 20. On the wing, Curry. 17 points in the game. Comes up empty down low.
It does not get much easier than that, but somehow he came up empty there.
Pass to Shepard. Thompson scanning the floor. And Green comes to help. Şengün, no good. The Warriors have gotten 3 of 6 shots to fall so far in the third. The NBA becoming more and more global, Clark. Şengün, a perfect example of that.
Yeah, Alperen Şengün out of Turkey. Right now on the fast track to being the best player to ever come out of his homeland. So still very young, but boy, his future is quite bright.
All 5 of the last buckets they've given up have been from downtown.
Well, the defense just hasn't pressed up to deny any of those looks, guys. I mean, they're hanging back and getting picked apart.
Thompson outside. Shot clock at 6. Lets the 3 fly. Rebounded by Butler. The Warriors lead by 23. To the inside. Stolen by Thompson. Fast break. Here come the Rockets to stop the drought. And there's Green on the assist by Thompson. Thompson's got his 7th assist here tonight.
Green lethal off the catch. Good rhythm on that play.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout here. He's going to talk it over with his guys. So for the Rockets, Smith, he's checked in for Şengün. Eason comes in for Brooks. And Whitmore subbed in for Shepard. And so it's Highland with it. He brings it up for the Warriors. Earlier they held a 23-point lead. It's good. Only a few seconds into the shot clock. Highland's got 11 points. Houston has gone 3 of 5 from downtown here in the second half. Here's Green. And it's hammered home by Green.
Green is a made bucket getter, and his number has been called all night, and he has delivered.
Outside, Highland. Over to the left wing. Outside, Podziemski. Jacks up a 3. Connects from downtown. Podziemski's gotten his 2nd bucket.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
Thompson, no good. The Warriors lead by 23. MP looking around. Misses the 3. Whitmore with it. Making a mark on the offensive end. Scoring around 13 a game. Thompson, a screen on Highland. Green for 3. Knocks down the triple. Green's got 11 points in the quarter.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take them.
And so it's MP making things happen for the Golden State Warriors. Hitting 3 trays in the quarter, providing some sharp shooting. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere. Steve Kerr with some words for his players.
We got to get the first domino to fall, and then it's...
Making some changes. Thompson, he's checked in for Smith. Dylan Brooks comes in for Eason. And Jalen Green subbed in for Whitmore. On the floor for the Warriors. Curry and Pods make up the backcourt. Then it's MP. Then there's Draymond Green. And it's Santos in at the 4.
Wow. What can you say?
The Rockets have got 5 out of 10 shots to drop here in the final quarter. He takes it in, and he banks in the layup. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by now in the final quarter. And you see player training methods, Grant, a lot more than just running and getting shots up.
And you know, B.A., what interests me, players not just training their bodies better than ever, but also their minds. They're working on hand-eye coordination drills and just all kinds of stuff to enhance their reflexes.
The Warriors lead by 22. Just about 3 minutes through the 4th and final quarter here. Connects again from distance. buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
Brooks outside, beyond the arc. Santos pulls it in. Santos has got his 6th rebound on the night. Pass to Curry. Now MP. From the arc. It's hauled in by Houston. Thompson's got 6 rebounds in the game. And it's hammered home by Green.
Height and good floor vision make Thompson an effective playmaker.
And that was our AT&T 5G Slam Cam, bringing you the sauce. From deep, MP hits the trifecta. MP's got 18 points now here in the second half.
And what a complete performance we saw from them. A dominant win in every way for the Warriors.
And it was a big-time performance across the board. They looked like they were having fun out there, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., it was almost like watching a cat play with a mouse. I mean, they did pretty much anything they wanted to do out there today.
And a good performance to bring them their 18th win of the year.
And they didn't deviate from their game plan against this team. It's what helped them win their first 2 games against them. Add another one to the win tally for them.
If it ain't broke, why fix it? I mean, why change anything? Knowing how well they played in those 2 games, they probably couldn't wait for this one to wrap up the sweep of the season series.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for MP.
Boy, from a scoring standpoint, he was absolutely sensational. Made the game look easy tonight.
Shoots. Tries again. And it's finished off inside by Green.
He has a great feel for scoring in the painted area. Nice play by Jalen Green.
Highland, the pass to MP. Launches it. Brooks with the rebound. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Pass to Shepard. 3-pointer. Diabate grabs the board. Just let the clock run out.
Hey, it's time to celebrate.
Here's Shepard. And so Golden State takes this one, and by a big margin. That win brings them to a 3-0 start for the group play stage of the NBA Cup.
And now they're focused on getting a clean sweep over their group before moving on to knockout rounds.
And that about wraps it up. For Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, and Clark Kellogg, this is Brian Anderson thanking you all for tuning in tonight. So long, everyone.
MP, you the man. I can't wait to go to the family reunion.
They talk the talk, but you walk the walk. Visualize a win tonight. Then go out and take it.
Showtime, MP. True balls only.
Welcome, folks. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for the latest presentation of our NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony as well as Brent Barry. And we'll be catching up a bit from the sideline with David Aldridge. And a look at the recent power rankings. Some interesting stories here in the early part of December. Take a look at the Mavericks. They're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top 5.
I think for the Warriors, they're the best in class when it comes to putting a great product on the court. And we've seen that in the early going.
And a look at the starters for the Hornets. Smith is out there with Miller. Then there's Miles Bridges. Then it's Williams. And it's Green in at the small forward spot. And for Golden State, in the backcourt, we'll see Curry and Podziemski. MP out there with Jimmy Butler. And it's Diabate in at the 5. And if you claim to be a basketball purist, and Greg, I know you do, one thing you gotta love watching is great ball movement.
Which is something both of these teams take pride in. It's always fun to watch guys be unselfish with the ball and look to make each other better.
Now Podziemski following Miles Bridges' three-point attempt. And a wide open look for MP. Good on the triple.
And this is why you got to be all up in MP's airspace, even as the pass is coming his way.
Bridges outside. Six to shoot. The good-looking shot from the wing.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
One thing this team likes about Miles Bridges, Greg, he plays a lot. He's always there.
And Kevin, on a couple occasions, Bridges has been near the top in minutes played. He's got that strong 6'7" frame, and it holds up well over the season.
Here's Miller following the basket by Stephen Curry. Williams finds Smith. Warriors with the rebound. The question for them right now, can they maintain this winning streak? They've notched 11 in a row.
It's been impressive, and the question now really is, who is going to figure out a way to stop this crew? Each time out, they're finding new ways to win. That is dangerous for your opponent. Really, a myriad of ways in which they're coming at you.
Now, here is Miller. Jimmy Butler unable to get his last shot to go. Miller, no luck. Golden State's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Here's Diabate.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with a pass.
So Charlotte calls timeout. Their first. Last time they met was in Charlotte.
Yeah, they were just wrecked last time they faced this team, and a lot of it was their own undoing.
Yeah, those turnovers were inexcusable. So many of their possessions ended with them giving the ball away. It's one thing to make passes, but you need to pass to your own team, not the other one.
Taking a look here at some of the numbers for Josh Green.
And the biggest takeaway when you look at his numbers is how good his three-point shooting has been the past 5 games. He's finding the open spots on the perimeter, and when he's getting good looks, boy, he is not missing.
And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Williams, and it's slammed in by Williams.
That's nice vision there. You see that pass, you make the feed before the defense has a chance to react, and that opens up a much better opportunity to score.
MP finds Curry. Back to MP. From outside the arc, bangs home the trifecta. MP's got a couple of threes now in the first of the Warriors.
MP is a cool customer from 3. Great form from the up-and-coming player.
Miller, the pass to Smith. The layup off target. Warriors leading by 6. Pass to MP from the arc. Another 3 for Golden State.
Well, you can just tell that MP was in the zone on that three-point attempt.
1:37 left here in the opening quarter. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Here's Miller. And it's Williams. That time the assist from Miller. Williams has got his second bucket.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. MP in the last game against the Pelicans was all business. He contributed 61 points and was reliable as ever from distance. An amazing performance. Probably won't see a night like that anytime soon. Kevin?
Yeah, David, he was in attack mode all night long. GA really propelled them to that win.
When he's on, he is on. And there isn't all that much you can do to stop him.
And sometimes you can just look at a guy and you see the confidence that he's playing with. That's what I like best.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from range.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
Now, here's MP. He's coming off an unbelievably high-scoring game. Another 3 for Golden State.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Bridges deciding where to go with it. Miller outside. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And as we conclude the first quarter, a one-sided game so far. The Warriors on top, up by 12. And the some changes here for the Warriors. Diabate's checked in.
Doing all right.
And MP subbed in for Green. Mark Williams is checked in for the Hornets. Smith comes in for Brooks. On the floor for Charlotte. Williams is out there with Williams. Then it's Smith. Then there's Brandon Miller. And it's Branham in at the 2.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
Curry against Smith. Williams, a screen on Curry. No one near Smith as he lets it go. Charlotte again missing. And it's Highland in the corner. Pass to Santos. Golden State moving the ball around. The 3 ball from Curry.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
3 minutes of action so far in the second quarter. Williams finds Miller. Looking to end the run. Warriors with the rebound.
Yeah, can't see why he missed that one there. The D's close, but looked like plenty of room.
The 3 from MP. And another 3 for Golden State.
More points for MP, and you just think about the possibilities of this young player moving forward. He is something.
And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. It's good. Smith's got 5 now. Greg, you know this. Good coaches give their players confidence. But what's the balance there between affirmation and accountability?
Well, when you believe in a player, that also comes with expectations. So a coach has to boost them up and also demand that they deliver.
1:10 left in the first half of basketball. Miller against MP. Williams, a screen on Curry. For 3, Smith. And Santos pulls it down. Warriors leading by 17. MP way outside. Branham pulls it in.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Here's Williams, and it's Williams finishing it off.
Yeah, excellent assist there. Just led him to the perfect spot.
And here's Curry, who brings it up for Golden State. They defeated the Pelicans in their last game.
Yeah, let's give a shout out to their defense in that one. The intensity, the shot blocking, just a dominant performance.
Yeah, last game was pretty impressive stuff on that end of the floor, just getting up near shooters and blocking as many shots as they did. Well, his poor shooting is a big reason that they're staring at this deficit right now. He needs to get on track if they're going to find a way to win.
Now, here is Miller. Here's Smith. That's good. It's Miller with the assist. Miller's got his 4th assist in this one. MP has been leading the charge for the Warriors. He's got 8 3-pointers in the game now. What a job he's doing from long range. And we've got more M2K Sports coming your way after this break.
Before we get into that, I want to know, back when you guys played, what was your favorite city to play in?
Well, Shaq played for every team in the league, so I'd like to ask him first, Ernest.
Well, everybody wanted me, Kenny. Don't be jealous.
Now, looking at where we stand after 2 quarters, it has been a difficult game for the Charlotte Hornets.
They've been...
Thanks for joining us. Now.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
Something has kicked him into gear tonight as he has done work on the offensive end.
I think he's enjoying it too. So rare to have an offensive explosion from him. You know his teammates are loving that as well.
Okay, time for an injury report.
Thanks, Kevin. I just talked with the Warriors' head athletic trainer. He said that he suffered a nasty bruise to the lower part of his back and that it's really stiffened up on him. There's never a good time for injuries, but right in the thick of the season, this is a difficult one to navigate. Kevin?
All right, David, thank you. Hopefully everything works out for him. In the backcourt, we'll see Curry and Podziemski. Butler out there with MP. And it's Diabate in at center. That's the Warriors' 5. Out to Smith. Fires the 3, and right on through for another basket. He's got 5 made on 5 of 9 shooting.
Steady from beyond the arc. Smith's improvement from there could really make him a dangerous player.
MP, no good.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Smith outside for 3. And the rebound goes to the Warriors.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Shots good from Butler.
And Butler just taking that motion right through contact.
Just over a minute and a half have passed here in the third quarter. To the middle. Here's Williams. Diabate grabs the board. Warriors leading by 12. It's MP top of the key.
Who's watching here?
Lets the 3 fly. Good! Another from 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
Charlotte calls timeout. And it's never too early to start looking at our contenders for this year's dunk contest. There's no doubt it'll be a terrific showdown of some of the game's best athletes.
And it seems like each year the bar keeps getting set higher. I mean, more props, crazier concepts to the competition, the level of dunks. I think this is going to be a good one.
Well, you look at Miller. He'll have a spot in the contest if he can hang out at the number 4 spot in the voting. And with his skills, you know he'll have a shot to win it if he can make it in.
He's going to have a great shot. And Kevin, he's going to give it everything he's got if he can make it into the contest. I bet his dunks have some serious thought
being put into him.
And as always, we'll keep the updates coming in as we get closer to All-Star Weekend. One thing you already know, there are some great players pulling in votes so far.
Yeah, and I think it's safe to say that this is going to be one of those dunk contests that everybody's going to be tuning into.
Outside, Green. Pass to Bridges. They need this, and it's slammed in by Bridges.
Just rising up with purpose. Allow Bridges to get this kind of positioning. He is going to hammer it home.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, last season, a full 14 teams finished with between 46 and 51 wins, with plenty of teams in the picture. And Adam Silver is thrilled with the level of competition. He says, I think what fans ultimately want is to see great competition across the league. Kevin, it's certainly fun to watch.
It is, David. Bring it on, I say. The more, the better. Well, something you never like to see, but, guys, he definitely looks hurt.
And this would be a terrible blow. Hopefully it's less serious than it looks.
Well, looking at his face right there, you can tell he's in a lot of pain, and there's a lot of trepidation right now on that team's sideline.
On offense, here are the Warriors. They're on a 14-5 run. That shot wide open. Podziemski's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. A little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. And the Hornets call time here. And the Hornets making a change here. Williams is checked in. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out west. Already we're in December. Take a look at the Warriors. They've got the #1 record in the conference, and because of it, each night out, their competition is going to bring it right at them.
And seeing where the Warriors are, they're proving that all the talk we heard about them in the preseason was warranted. What a role this group's been on here early on.
And don't count on that coming to an end anytime soon. The talent level of this squad is off the charts. And with the momentum they're gathering here early in the year, they could steamroll through the season.
Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Takes the three. And another three for Golden State.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
The Hornets have gone a lackluster 3 of 9 from the field since halftime. There's a screen by Williams. Miller kicks to Smith. Williams, a screen on Curry. Smith. Charlotte, no good that time either.
I know it's about defending the post and the three-point line these days, but still got to be active in the mid-range area, and the defense gets away with one there.
Podziemski on the wing. Golden State moving it around. And here's MP for 3. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got his 5th rebound in this one. And the Hornets call time here. He's checked in for the Warriors. Curry comes in for Brandon Podziemski.
Your
Smith
time.
checked in for Charlotte. On the court for the Hornets, they've got Smith. Miller is out there with Williams. And it's Branham in at the 2-guard.
Out of their last 5 makes, how about all 5 from long range?
Miller outside. Shot from the low block. Yes, it is. Scored that as a bucket. Number 5 on a 5 for 11 night.
Could come down to selection. Bad shots in the first half. Here in the second, using his head, finding some more efficient opportunities to score.
Here's Curry. Good, and it's MP picking up the assist. 15 points for Stephen Curry.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Williams, a screen on Curry. Here's Smith. Warriors with the rebound.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
And here's MP for 3. The Hornets pull it in. Branham's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Miller, the pass to Smith, over Curry. And he can't bank that one in. Golden State's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the 4th. And it's Golden State with another.
This is just not a surprise. Steph Curry is having a massive offensive game.
Pass to Branham. Williams, a screen on Highland. Here's Branham. And the Hornets miss again. The Warriors have gone 5 for 9 from the field in the final quarter so far. And here's MP for 3. Buries the long-range jumper. MP's got 42 in the game.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point line.
Here's the Warriors with the ball. They're on a 10-2 run here. Pass to Highland. Now, here's MP. Rebound by Smith. Here's Miller. Lets it go with a 3. Good for basket number 6 from him in the contest. He's shooting 6 for 12.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Warriors.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And I think a great job in positioning themselves for the W here. It's win number 21 on the season.
Really, they had their number this season. 2 wins, a home win, and an away win.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for MP.
Now, this was a showcase night of his skills offensively.
They are in complete control.
This is the ultimate definition of the zone. Everything they've done has worked.
Unable to get that one. And here's Charlotte. Here's Branham. Miller right side. The second chance effort. Here's Salong. And at last they get one to fall.
Second chances are a great measure of what a team is doing in terms of their effort on a nightly basis, and that was some serious effort there.
Impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
Awesome to see their output tonight, trying to urge their team on, and that can always help. That home advantage of home fans getting you going, fully on display here.
So we see the Warriors taking the game here. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Brett Berry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our 2K Sports crew. So long.
You earned that one.
Yeah, son, you win so many games, I'm running out of things to say. Long season. Time to grab that lunch pail and go to work.
Let's keep this winning streak going.
Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining us for NBA action on 2K Sports. Alongside Richard Jefferson and Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson. We'll be joined by Allie LaForce courtside. Now a moment to take a look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it's been trending for DeMar DeRozan.
And when you look at his offensive output over the past few years, it seems like other teams have figured him out and have his number now. He's having to put in a lot more effort on the offensive end, but without producing nearly the same results.
Let's take a look at our starters for Sacramento. Bobby Portis out there with Ayo Dosunmu. Then it's Monte Morris. Then it's Domantas Sabonis. And it's Jackson in at the 2. And for the Warriors, Curry and Pods make up the backcourt. MP is out there with Jimmy Butler. And it's Diabate in at the center position, locking down the middle. And these rivalry games always captivating. Some players will try to downplay it, but not MP. He said all along, I'm coming for him.
And you have to give MP a lot of credit. Many believe that he added pressure to himself and his team by asserting his desire to beat their rivals. But he handled the pressure, stayed true to his word, and delivered some excellent performances despite the highly competitive nature of those matchups, something he hopes to replicate in this one.
Points will come at a premium tonight, Richard. These are two of the stingiest defenses in the NBA.
Yeah, these games were a grind to play in. You're fighting for every bucket. So the little things, like an extra possession here or there, those will be huge.
Now here's Jackson. The shot won't fall. Great D that time from Podziemski. Curry finds MP. Fires the 3. And he's in the books. Now 1 for 2.
Yeah, very accurate shot by MP. He must have been drilling these since a young age.
Portis outside. And now just over a minute played here in the first. Golden State has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Butler's shot is good.
Wanting it more, Butler beating good defense. Jimmy's such a fiery guy.
Remember when people were questioning whether the Warriors were truly a dynasty, RJ?
I do, and that was erased for good with that championship run in 2022. I still think that is Steph's most important championship. That title cemented them as one of the all-time great teams of the last 50 years.
The officials were right on top of that one.
Well, Grant, in the spring of 2024, a remarkable streak ended. Domantas Sabonis had recorded 61 consecutive double-doubles.
Yeah, it was the longest streak since the merger back in 1976. Now, Sabonis has led the NBA in rebounding multiple years. Plus, he has averaged 8 assists in a season, so that is big-time production.
That free throw no good.
Sabonis is a guy who works hard on both ends of the floor, and he does things the right way.
And he sinks the second.
Sabonis is the type of big that every team wants. Athletic, facilitates, great screener, and he finishes around the rim. He does so much.
The 3 from Curry. And the Warriors with another 3.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Again, the miss by the Kings.
Still very early, but that's not the start they want. 1 for 5 shooting.
Outside Podziemski. From deep, MP sinks it from distance. MP's got 6.
And adding to this lead right now, riding a wave of momentum.
Yeah, they've locked in during this stretch. If they keep it up, their lead will only continue to grow.
Now here's Sabonis. A steady force on their offense, recording around 14.5 a game.
And you see how proficient Sabonis is from mid-range. This is an area that he loves to work from.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Hornets was outstanding. He dropped 48 points, and he's a tremendous three-point shooter. We saw that again last game. Really just a phenomenal performance from him. Here's hoping we see more of the same from him in this one, guys.
Okay, Allie, thanks. Well, that was an incredible night for him. They rode him to that win.
And he was more than happy to carry them, B.A. He might still be feeding off that performance heading into this one.
And it's very likely that he and his guys can carry that momentum into this one.
When you let a team knock down that many threes, you know you're likely to be on the wrong side of a run.
Morris passes to Dosunmu. And there's the drive. Diabate grabs the board.
Yeah, just a little off his game this quarter. He's trying to work his way into a rhythm.
Podziemski into the lane.
Building a big advantage early with a terrific all-around performance.
They got off to such a hot start, and that can keep you energized throughout the whole game.
Up top, Morris. He's covered by Curry. Morris passes to Sabonis. Back to Morris to halt the run. Warriors with the rebound. Diabate's got his 4th rebound in this one. And here's MP from outside. Another 3 for Golden State.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Now a timeout called by Sacramento. And a new group getting ready for the Warriors. Green's checked in for Diabate. Santos comes in for Butler. Moody's checked in for MP. And it's Highland in for Curry. Now here's Jackson. Still without a bucket. Valanciunas sets a screen. Inside. And the dunk by Valanciunas.
Oh, just a clever play by DeRozan. Using the pick and roll to make space for someone else.
Highland, the pass to Moody. From deep. Sacramento grabs the miss. Here's Dosunmu. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
And that could be the spark they needed to make a little run as they try to even this thing up.
Now here's Highland. His offense has been solid, scoring around 11.5 points a game. That misses, so no good on his first attempt of the night. Now here's DeRozan. There's Jackson with the 3. MP getting it done for the Golden State Warriors. Doing some damage from deep. He now has 5 3-pointers in the game. And more NBA action on 2K Sports. Coming your way right after this. Great to have you with us. And some changes here for the Warriors. Diabate comes in for Green, and MP subbed in for Highland. Love is checked in for Sacramento. And it's the Kings ball. They're on a 13-5 run. They've got Moses Moody. He's out there with Stephen Curry. And it's MP in at the 3. That's the Warriors 5. The Warriors lead by 7. On the wing, Curry. He's got 5. MP outside. Takes the 3. The long-range hit from MP.
And MP is in fuego right now. If I'm on his team, I'm going to keep feeding him and feeding him.
Pass to Gay. Picked it. From deep, MP. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Curry. Curry's got 3 assists in the game.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
And the foul called on MP. That's his first foul of the game.
And that puts them just one foul from the bonus.
Butler's checked in for the Warriors. Podziemski comes in for Moody. Domantas Sabonis, he's checked in for the Kings. Bobby Portis comes in for Gay. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Love.
Aging in the league can be a difficult process, Richard, but that's something you did very well.
Wow, a compliment. Thank you, B.A. Look, I knew I had to adapt or I would have been out of league sooner than I wanted to. You have to be able to adapt or die. That's what this league is about.
Now here's MP, coming off an unbelievable high-scoring game. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second. To the middle. Here's Sabonis. And Sabonis slams it in.
Love to see Sabonis get dominant like this. Defense has no chance to interfere.
And here's MP from outside. Count that one. He's 8 for 10 from the field now.
This man has entered the zone. Great shooting performance from him all game long.
Who's watching it?
Here's Rollins. He's covered by Curry. Love for three. It's rebounded by Golden State.
The mood around the team right now on cloud 9, looking for their 13th win in a row.
Yeah, not very often you see a team that's got the juice flowing like these guys. They've got the right attitude, the right team-focused basketball to win against just about anyone. Going to be interesting to see who and how this stretch comes to an end.
Now here's DeRozan. He's got 10. Diabate grabs the board.
Despite the miss, those are the kind of looks coaches hope to create.
From deep, MP. Good! Another from three.
Well, we expect him to come in firing. It's just another three-point barrage.
What a phenomenal run it's been for him. Nearing 5th on the list for most triples in a year. Timeout called, the Kings. Moody's checked in for Stephen Curry. And Sacramento making a change here. And the three-point contest is one of the highlights of All-Star Weekend. Here are some of the contenders who have a shot to compete in the event.
And perhaps that list changes a little between now and All-Star Weekend. But I would have no problems if those guys end up competing.
You take a look at Curry. He's going to need to move up this list big time to be part of the three-point contest. But he's got a shot.
Maybe, especially if he can get hot from beyond the arc. And he certainly has the ability to do so.
And this year's contest is really shaping up to be one to remember. Plenty of dead-eye shooters on that list so far.
And lots of guys have a three-point shot now. But this list is really the cream of the crop when it comes to putting up long-range bombs. And their offensive rebounding is such a strength for them when he's on the floor.
Yeah, he really helps them extend possessions, doesn't he?
Yeah, you can feel Coach smiling on the sidelines with every offensive board.
Now here's Sabonis. He's got 5. Fires from deep. And Dosunmu with the 3. Dosunmu's got 5 points in the quarter.
Gotta love a big who can also move the ball. Nice find by Sabonis.
Here's Podziemski, bearing his second of 3 attempts.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
Morris deciding where to go with it. To the paint. Kicks it out to Jackson. And the 3 off target. And so it's the Golden State Warriors up 19 points as the quarter comes to a close. It hasn't taken them too many shots to get their points. They're winning with efficiency. We'll be back in a moment.
Good to see you and welcome. A lopsided game through 2 quarters and a big deficit for the Sacramento Kings. Since we got a little time on our hands here, you guys got any big plans for tonight?
Not me. I'm just going to take it easy. I'm pretty worn out.
Yeah, you've been burning those midnight oils, man. You've been hitting the clubs or something?
Nah, just putting up with you guys. It's exhausting.
And now, how about that first half? Talk about a dominating display for the Warriors.
Everything they
That's it for us.
Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Hey, you look at MP in this game, he's been everywhere.
Well, he really outdid himself in that first half. Stepped up and gave them a big lift.
And I like that they had the confidence in him to keep calling his number.
And so in the game for the Kings, Jackson out there with Monte Morris. Then it's Domantas Sabonis. Then there's Dosunmu, and it's Portis in at the 4. Sabonis, the pass to Dosunmu. And the dunk by Jackson.
Padding the stat sheet, getting the board and the hoop all on one play.
Yep, he's earning his coach's appreciation. MP outside. Lets it go from deep. And the Warriors with another 3.
That looked good the moment it left MP's hands.
And Sacramento shooting the ball at 48% so far. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Jimmy Butler's such an all-around player. He said, I don't need to be a 40-point scorer. My role is to impact winning. I just control what I can control in the end, play the right way, stay aggressive, and do whatever it takes to get my team the win. And Brian, he is good at his job.
Well, playoff Jimmy is a real thing, whether he'll admit it or not. Now well into his 30s. Is it fair to start wondering how many seasons Jimmy Butler has left, Grant?
Well, it's a fair question, B.A. But at the same time, Jimmy's hunger is just so different than everybody else's, which I could see helping prolong his career. I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
From downtown, and again for 3.
And night in and night out, you can count on him to really stretch the defense.
Would you believe he's now tied for 5th most triples in a single season? Back to Dosunmu. Oh, a rim-rattling two-handed jam!
He finds a shooter in motion and is confident he can threat him with the lead pass. Well done.
Pass to Diabate. Now MP. From deep three-point range. No good that time.
And that's their first miss after hitting 4 in a row to start the half.
Dosunmu goes in, and the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. Hey, Grant, when you look at the mentality of today's players, what are the differences from back in your day?
Well, B.A., through the wonders of technology, players interacting more directly with their fans and telling their own stories. Also, there's a brotherhood. It's a bit more brotherly, with players on different teams more friendly than in days past. And, you know, I'm not sure how I feel about that.
Santos has checked in for the Warriors. And that's good as he hits both shots. Golden State has gotten 4 threes to fall out of 5 attempts here in the third. Here's Diabate. He's guarded by Sabonis. They grab their own miss. And here's MP from outside. The 3 from Curry. Counted from distance. Curry's got 11 points.
12 straight points off threes. This defense is not extending very well.
Here's Dosunmu. And it falls all over the rim and in.
And he's doing everything he can offensively to lift them out of this hole. But I'm not sure his hot shooting can do it alone.
From deep, MP. Good! Another from 3.
And now claiming the mark for hitting the 5th most threes in a season. Wow.
A tremendous feat. It's incredible how he can control the game from the perimeter. Morris passes to Dosunmu. Fires the 3. Good! Now 7 for 11 on the night.
He was solid in the first half from deep. He's a guy who can get hot. Let's see how he does here in the second.
MP looking around. Another 3 for Golden State.
And he's made his mark on offense especially. They got to be thankful he's on their squad.
I got yours. I got yours.
Second half here, and we're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Here's Portis. Hauled in by Curry.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
Three-pointer. Ooh, he's locked in. Drains his 5th shot in as many attempts.
They've had a hard time shutting down the three-point shot.
Jackson, the pass to Sabonis. And here is Morris. Portis the screen. Morris against Curry. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Jackson on the wing. From outside the arc. Diabate grabs the board. Diabate's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight.
They're losing because he is struggling so bad, and he has not looked comfortable all game.
There's a 4-second difference between the shot and game clock. Pass to Portis. Here's Sabonis. Morris outside. Jackson outside. Dosunmu, the pass to Sabonis. Over MP. Sacramento again missing.
Not that time, but that's a shot that he's going to make more oftentimes than not.
MP getting it done for the Warriors. He added to his astounding total of 3-pointers in this quarter. He may never have another night like this. And the Warriors making a change here. MP's checked in. Golden State calls timeout. We've got Green, Bones Highland out there with Moody. Then it's MP, and it's Santos in at the power forward position. So that's the group out there for Golden State. Rollins gets the bucket. The Warriors have gone 0 for 3 in this 4th. Not good. There's the 3. And MP good for 3. MP's got 18 points in just the second half.
Their defense has to do a better job of smothering those shooters.
Here's DeRozan. We're just over a minute and a half now into the 4th. That one doesn't drop.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Pass to MP. The 3-ball. Another one goes. Incredible.
Dominating offensively once again. He's making a habit of this.
He's now tied for 5th most 50-point games in a season. That puts him in some rare company. Oh, here's Love with the jam.
Saw the angles and led him right to the hoop with that pass.
Check MP, man. Come on.
Well, RJ, there have been so many great rivalries over the years. It's part of what makes the NBA special.
It elevates the league when there are great teams always meeting on the biggest stage. It makes everyone pay attention when the best players are matched up against each other.
Pass to Gay. DeRozan with the ball. Over Moody. And it's DeRozan missing. MP outside. Oh, another one falls.
And he's been dominant so far in this one.
Shouldering the offense. Really taking it to the opposition. Here's the pick. Here's DeRozan. The rebound by Moody. Moody's got 5 rebounds in the game. Highland, the pass to MP. Puts up a 3. And the Warriors with another 3.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
Yeah, you got to know where he is at all times, especially when he's roaming around the perimeter ready to fire. It's harder to thread those passes inside, but the reward is evident.
Highland, the pass to MP. The 3 is up. Rebound by Sacramento. Valanciunas has got his 4th rebound in this one. A little over 3.5 minutes in the books now in this 4th quarter. Here's Gay. Here's DeRozan. And his 5th make of the game in 12 attempts.
Well, the scoreboard tells you everything you need to know about this one. A great showing here for the Warriors.
Man, they were in a groove from long range tonight.
Yeah, they were able to find space, and they were ready to let it fly the moment they saw an opening.
Looking at this year so far, this will make 22 wins for them.
It's just a great matchup for them, and they're looking for the 4-game season sweep in their next meeting.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for MP.
He came up with a bucket every time they needed him to. Great effort on offense, and he was a difference maker.
Golden State with the ball. They're on a 17-6 run. The 3 is up. Gay with a rebound. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Love against Green. Here's DeRozan. Soft touch off the glass.
Isn't it beautiful watching DeRozan just work through contact? He loves overcoming these kind of moments.
Connects again from distance.
Another 3 for him. I'm not sure I've seen a better three-point shooting night.
Well, he's just pouring it on, and he's tied for the 5th most triples ever in a single game. To the inside, pass to Rollins. Now here's DeRozan over Moody. Again, the miss by DeRozan. And so it's the Warriors taking care of business in this one, showing that they're the far superior team. They win it going away.
Good game, MP. Another game, another win. Back to work tomorrow.
Another day, another win. Good work.
Now that we've finished these games against our rivals, I'd just like to say, nice job, MP. You lifted the spirits of the entire organization.
You feel this energy, right? It's crazy. Everyone on the same page. Everyone having fun. It's a total vibe, right?
That's what happens when you win. Doesn't matter who it's against, they all count the same.
No, Brian, he's right. Right? People are energized when you beat your rivals. MP, you were a leader whether you know it or not.
Trust me, he knows it.
Thanks, Cliff. Look, I can't build this dynasty alone. We need everyone in this organization, top to bottom, pulling in the same direction.
I couldn't agree more. Let's keep it going.